Do it on my own. I tried everything. After I tried everything, I still was empty. I still was void. Lord, we come before you this day to pay homage unto thy name, your name, Yahweh, Yod-Heh-Wah-Heh. Oh, we thank you, Yahweh, in this place. As you can see, the entitlement is secure your soul and salvation, part 2. We'll be starting in the book of 2 Chronicles, the 6th chapter, and verse 18. And although they can follow them to the end, it won't be that long. Maybe 45 minutes, maybe an hour. It won't be that long. See, that's our problem. When it comes to the word and when it comes to our spirit, we got limited time. We got limitations on our time when it comes to the book, when it comes to praying, and when it comes to building up our spirit, man. But when trouble hit, here we go, wounded. That's why I learned how to go to my Heavenly Father strong and on my feet and in good spirit. I learned to start going to him when trouble hit, when the obstacle hit. I tell you, in the book of 2 Chronicles, the 6th chapter, 18th verse, the power of prayer. The power of prayer. The Bible begins to release itself on this young. But will Yah in very deed dwell with men on the earth? Question. Behold, the Shamayim and the Shamayim, the heavens and the heavens of the heavens cannot contain thee. How much less this house which I have built. So if the heavens can't contain it, then most certainly one house can't contain it. I'm speaking to men now. I'm not speaking to the spirit of men. I'm speaking to carnal man, because carnal men think that the whole entire earth could crowd into one house. That the whole entire earth could crowd into one little place that ain't bigger than New Jersey.
Come on, go ahead, preach.
They have taken scripture because it is possible to grow in knowledge and not grow in faith. It is possible to grow in faith and not grow in knowledge. And that is our dysphoria where we are today. That is our downfall. But because you have them that are growing in knowledge but not faith, and those that are growing in faith but not knowledge, not truth. The Bible says in verse 19, have respect therefore to the prayer of thy servant. I said there's power in prayer. Let's talk about prayer. Prayer is something that is used not to maneuver Yah. Prayer cannot be used to maneuver Yah. Many folk think prayer is to maneuver Yah. Prayer is to maneuver us that we may line up with the will and what is the prophetic eyesight and hindsight of Yahweh. That's what prayer is for. We go into prayer to get strength. We go into prayer that we may get the strength that we need to fulfill the will of Yah in this wicked world with evil men all around us. So we go on our faces and we go on our knees and we walk, we stand and we walk and we pray. And it is not to maneuver Yah. When you begin to excel in prayer, then you begin to understand that you are a atmosphere barrier breaker. You break barriers in the atmosphere. Whenever you break barriers in the atmosphere, you begin to see an environmental change. You begin to see things that change in your life. Things change on your job, your living situation. Things begin to change when you begin to be effective in the realm of prayer. Because what prayer allows you to do, prayer allows you to operate in the spirit. Prayer allows you to step out of time present into time's eternity. That's what prayer does. Prayer allows you to step out of time present into time's eternity. When you step out of the seen into the unseen, there's power. Because one thing about your spirit man can never be defeated. Your spirit man never gets tired. Your spirit man never gets lazy. It's our flesh. And the reason why the flesh gets weary is to make you run to the spirit. When your flesh gets weary, you have to begin to lean on the unseen. The unseen things of this walk. When you begin to understand that you have entered from the seen into the unseen, then you begin to dictate time. You begin to dictate to the seen and to the natural realm what is going to occur next. That's what you're doing. You're beginning to manipulate the atmosphere. So when you step into time's eternity, you step over into time's eternity, you begin to pray, you begin to manipulate the atmosphere, you begin to get in tune with what the will of Yah. That's what prayer is. When we pray and we listening, we regurgitating what we're hearing. I don't have to find words to pray because I just regurgitate what I hear. Whatever I hear, I echo it out my mouth. When I go on prayer, I don't need to think about what I want to say. I say what the Father says. The hardest part about prayer for any man or woman is when you have the ability to step and cross over into time's eternity, you got to understand that before what you pray manifests, you beat it back in the natural. You beat it back. You beat it back. You leave it in time's present, in time eternity, and you step back over into time's present. Now the hardest part about that is you got to wait on the manifestation of what you prayed for by yourself. By yourself. No help. By yourself. Questioning. Did I get a breakthrough? Questioning, what is it? What is it? Oh, what is it, y'all? What is it, y'all? And we beat that thing back. And we come back into time's present. And now what you have to do is you have to keep that prayer covered. You have to keep that prayer covered. You have to keep it covered until it manifests. See, there was, I think the name was Simeon, and I forget what the other one was, but they prayed for 70 years in the temple. For what? The sign of the consolation of the child Yeshua. They prayed for 70 years in the Bible. They prayed for 70 years in the temple for this thing to manifest. And that's where we get weary in well doing, because we get weary in the thing that we have altered in the unseen realm and for it to come into the seen realm. Many times while people can't see what their prayer is because 9 times out of 10, Abba Yahweh moves through your enemy. Yeah. Move through your enemy. Move through your enemy. Move through your enemy. Even when David wanted to move up, and David wanted to move up in rank, and he was David was tired of being a shepherd boy, because David being a shepherd boy, he was the lowest of the lowest. Of all his brothers, he was the lowest. He was the runt of the little. But David needed Goliath. See, David needed an enemy. He needed a giant to be deemed and to be redeemed as not a shepherd boy, but as a giant slayer, as a giant killer. See, sometimes in your life you need some things that's just a little too big for you. Yeah. You need some things just a little too. You don't know where you're going. You don't know where you're coming. But you need some things that are too big for you. You don't understand them. And the reason why, because in your weakness, Yahweh shall be found in his strength. In a weakened state is when you shall see Yah, because only the pure in heart shall see Yah. A weakened state. A weakened state. See, the reason why Yahweh said that you shouldn't hate your neighbor or hate people is because when you hate people, you are dictating and telling Yah who he can move through to move in your life. When you have enemies, when you have people you don't like, or when you have all this stuff, then it's certain things you won't receive from them. It's certain things you won't take from them. So Yahweh said, who are you to tell me who I can send to fulfill my will in your life? Who are you? Who are you? When we look at situations, Sister Geraldine, people will live out their assignment in your life. And once their assignment is over, it's time to move on. No harm done, nothing to be said, because you serve your purpose. For whatever small role or whatever big role, you serve your purpose. That person served a purpose. Everybody has purpose. Evil people have a purpose. It's to run the righteous people to Yah. It's to run the righteous people to their knees. It's to run them to praying. It's to run them to trying to figure out a way out. Or should I say a way through. It's how we program our minds, is how we're defeated. If everything is an attack and nothing is to make you better, or nothing is because this thing has happened unto me, so that other people will not be afraid to speak boldly about the name of Yah. Yeah. He said, man, listen, some preach through strife, and some preach through envy. You know what I'm saying? To add trying to add affliction to my bonds unto the belief system of Torah, the belief system of the laws and the statutes and the commandments, So I got out of the enemy talking, and I got out of the attack talk. I got out of the enemy and the attack business, and I got into the salvation business, the soul and salvation business, because I'm concerned about your soul. I'm concerned about your being. I'm concerned about your thinking. I'm concerned about your mental state today. Where are you mentally? Because whatever state you in today, start planning today, and I promise you, in 5 months, 5 weeks, or 5 years, you'll be in a better situation than you were today. But you got to begin to plan, and you got to begin to initiate. It's going to be some tough things. Some things Sometimes we are falling in love and people don't not going the way we going. They going the opposite way than we going. So things get a little sticky and things get a little tricky. But you got to realize sometimes that you got to understand that this day you the most important person in this world. And you have to start tending to yourself like you the most important person in this world. You got to know your worth. Don't nobody got to know your worth but you. But you got to know your worth. You got to know that you're worthy. You got to know that you're royalty. You got to know that you are a priest. You got to know that you break chains. You got to know that your prayer brings people through bondage, through hardships. You got to know that your prayer is able to do things that you will never get credit for. That's what I love about prayer. Prayer begins to do things and begins to move across the ocean. My prayers move across the ocean. They move across the sea. My prayers don't just stay in one place. My prayers can move in Hong Kong. My prayer can move in Tokyo. Why can my prayer move in Hong Kong? And why can my prayer move in Tokyo? Because I serve a omnipresent King. I serve a Yah that's in every place. You lift a rock, He's there. You build a chair, He's there. Wherever you go, He is existence. He exists. Don't tell me I got to go set foot. Where you set foot at? I ain't got to, man. Listen to me. Y'all still calm. Y'all calm. My mind is set up for spirituality. My mind is set up for dominion. Dominion is spiritual minded. Spiritually minded to conquer. Spiritually minded to keep the law and the statute of Yahweh. Not physically. These people are trying to occupy and trying to do things physically. Yes, they are. Once I realized that I was already in the land of milk and honey. This is the land of milk and honey right here. This is milk and honey right here. Don't you know that you're the best investment that you can invest in? You got to start investing in you. How you invest in you? Invest in yourself mentally. You build yourself mentally. I don't care about that physical thing. You begin to build yourself mentally. You build you up mentally. So he says in verse 19, have respect therefore to the prayers of your servants and to his supplications. O Yahweh my source, my power, to listen unto the cry and the prayer which your servant prayer be for thee. That thy eyes may be open upon this house day and night. Let your eye be open upon this house, this tabernacle, day and night. This tabernacle. Do you not know that ye are the what? Of Yah? That ye are the what? You are the temple. You are the tabernacle. You are the tabernacle of the living source, the living power, Yahweh. Now you can want to feel a room. I'd rather feel this house. I'd rather feel this temple. I'd rather feel this temple. I gotta get up out this temple. Some got to go. Unrighteousness had to go out this temple. He said that thine eyes may be open upon the house day and night, upon the place where thou hast said that thou wouldst put thy name there, to listen unto the prayer which thy servant prayer toward this place. Where does Yahweh want to put his name? Yahweh wants to put his name here. This is where Yahweh wants to put his name. He wants to put his name in this house. Yahweh wants to put his name in every house on the earth. Not talking about physical house, not talking about a building that was built. That's the key what he said. He said, look, no house that man buildeth can contain me, my spirit, but this house can contain the spirit of Yah. Because this house was not built by the hands of man. That's what y'all was trying to tell them. Y'all don't get it. Y'all trying to focus on a physical sanctuary or temple that y'all have built with y'all hands and not listening, not understanding or understanding that I keep trying to tell y'all this is the temple that I built and this is the temple that I occupy, and I occupy all temples. I occupy all temples that I built. Because I am the creator. I'm the builder, the chief architect. Man done got a little beside himself.
All right now.
If he think that he can build or he can go somewhere with the same mentality. You trying to enter the land with the same mentality that got you thrown out the land before. I don't care how many years of slavery done went by. You trying to go reoccupy a land with the same energy that got your forefathers thrown out. Yeah, you growing in knowledge, but you ain't growing in faith. Yeah, you growing in faith, but you refusing to grow in knowledge. Listen to the book. Listen therefore unto the supplication of thy servant and of thy people Israel. Notice it didn't say Hebrews. See, here's the problem that we're going to have. Yahweh's house, Yahweh's people is Israel. You were never to convert to Christianity. You were to convert to Israel. That's what you were to convert with. The house of Yah, Israel. Even the stranger that came from far because of the name of Yah. The stranger that came from far because of the great name of Yah. The great name of Yah. Listen to the book. It says, which they shall make toward this place, hear thou from thy dwelling place, even from Shamayim, and when thou hearest, forgive. All right, now I want you to notice that right now, Shlomo he praying, he getting on the road like we do. Many Hebrews don't believe, and they think that when you change the tone in your voice and when you get hype and when the Spirit hits you, they think that's church. But my Bible records and tells me in the book of Chronicles that there was a day where the priests and the people, they began to praise and they began to work. They began to play instruments in the house. And then the Bible said that there was a cloud. There was a cloud, which was the Ruach HaKadosh. There was a cloud, and the cloud filled the house and filled the tabernacle to where the priests could not minister. They had to run. They had to come. See, the Bible don't tell you. You think they just walked out? Oh, there's smoke in here. No, they had to come about it because that fire had no fell upon them. And they had to raise up out of there. See, some people, when they read this book, I told you, yeah, they read the mono. Yes, this is, give me Deuteronomy this. They don't have no treble. They don't have stereo. Yahweh speaks like a father would. Yahweh just don't speak. It is I, Yahweh. Don't do that. Ain't how Yahweh speak. Ain't how Yahweh speak all the time. You trying to make Yah a robot. Come on. Listen to this book. Yahweh don't need no help being Yahweh. And I don't care who you is, you can't figure him out. You don't know enough. You'll never know enough. You can add, you can calculate, you can divide, you can take the numeric system, you can take the alphabet, you can take the symbol, you can take whatever you want to take. You'll never know it. The length, the height, the width, or the depth of Yah. You never know it. But you can obey him. Listen to the book. It says, if a man sin against his neighbor, and an oath be laid upon him to make him swear, testify as to his part. And the oath come before thine altar in this house. Then hear thou from Shamayim, and do and judge thy servants by requiting the wicked, by recompensing his way upon his head. This is salvation. I'm talking salvation talk. This is true salvation. All that when they talking about, oh, he died for your sin. Well, he died 2,000 years ago for your sin. Then why you repent? If you saved, once saved, always saved, why you repent? Why you repent? Why you feel bad when you do stuff you ain't got no business doing? You know, why does the spirit of conviction come on you? Because they don't understand that the only thing that happened was there was a gap. The bridge had been torn down from between Yah and mankind. Yahweh bridged that gap from sin to salvation when they hung that man on the tree. From sin to salvation, if that's what you need. But he did not for you to have a license to live like you want to live. And then then lay claim on the promises of this book. Lay claim on the promises of the Father, and you have not fulfilled the ifs and the buts of this book. Because Yahweh has plenty ifs. If you do this, if you don't turn your feet, if you don't turn and go to the left or to the right, then it say, but if you do, nobody understands this stuff. They taking the Bible, they want to beat people across the head with the Bible. Well, every time I read the Bible, it beat me across my head. I can't beat nobody across the head with the Bible because I'm studying getting lashes with this book when I read it. Listen to the book. You need to understand in verse 2, that's a dual meaning. You have a carnal house and you have a spiritual house. You have a carnal house and a spiritual house. You have an unseen house and a seen house. You have both. Listen to the book. Then hear thou from Shamayim and do and judge thy servants by requiting the wicked, by recompensing his way unto his own head, and by justifying the righteous by giving him according to his righteousness. That's what's going to happen in the day. That's what's going to happen. Point blank. I've heard people say, oh, judgment day, I'm going to plead the blood. You ain't going to plead nothing on judgment day. You ain't going to plead nothing. You don't get to say nothing. The Bible said once you get there, they say the books are open. And all they're looking to see is your name written in the book or not written in the book. You don't get to say nothing. It's all tatted up. You don't get to go explain. I've heard some of the craziest stuff. I plead the blood. No, you plead the blood. Look, you ought to be trying to come up underneath that stay of execution. You ought to be trying to come under and live a righteous life to where you know I'm living right. To where you know you're living right. You know for yourself I'm living right. Oh, no, I could have did that. I ain't do that there. I could have did that. I ain't do that there. Man, I'm proud. I'm mature. I ain't gonna bother with that. Because that ain't mine. Yeah, it's at my fingertips, but I still ain't gonna bother with it. Because it's gonna be a repercussion. Because we'll go around, come around. That same energy I sent out is the same energy that's going to return. Boomerang. Same energy. Going to return. Listen to the book. Then hear thou from the Shamayim and do and judge thy servant. And it says, get that wicked man, get the wicked what they deserve and the righteous what they deserve. 24. And if thy people Israel be put to the worst before the enemy, because they have sinned against thee, and shall return and confess thy name, and pray and make supplication before thee, in this house. In this house. They still gonna get caught up on house. They not gonna understand what's more important, what's kept in the house. What's kept in the house? What's kept in the house? What's kept in the house? The law, the statutes, the commandments, the ordinances. That's what's kept in the house. What's kept in the ark of the covenant? What's kept in the ark of the covenant? What does the ark of the covenant, watch this word, house? What does it house? It houses the commandments. Yes. And one verse said it houses the commandments, it houses a job manna and Aaron's rod. That book. That's one saying, the three things that are in the ark. Listen to the book. Then hear thou from the heavens, and forgive the sin of thy people, Israel, and no, 24. And if thy people Israel be put to the work before thy enemies, because they have sinned against thee, and shall return and confess what? Thy name. Confess thy name. And pray and make supplication before thee in this house. Then, see? Yes. See that then? Yes. Conjunction word. If, but, then. It say that they got to fulfill something first. Then once they fulfill it, I don't know why they keep telling people this thing free. Ain't nothing free about this gift. Listen, even swap ain't never been no swimmer. Yahweh work with a swap system. Yahweh say, I tell you what, you give me your carnal man, I give you back a spiritual man. That's what Yahweh told me. He said, look here, a life for a life. Yahweh say, I want your old life so I can give you a new life. Give me your old life, I give it. Ain't no way you can hold on to your old life. A life for a life. Nothing free. Nothing free about this. Nothing free. Don't listen to that lie. Nothing free about this walk. A life for a life. Y'all want you to give him a dead man, and he gonna give you a man that's built for eternity. Y'all say, give me that dead man. Give me that dead man. That when he falls to the ground, from the dust he was born, from the dust he shall return, and I'm going to give you a man that's built for eternity. Yes. For everlasting to everlasting. Yes. And then you maintain that man that I give you. Listen to the book. Then hear thou from the heavens and forgive the sin of the people of Israel and bring them again unto the land which thou gavest to them and to their fathers. Now, what did Yahweh give them in the land? Well, I can't say he gave it to them in the land because he didn't give them the commandments in the land. He gave them the commandments at Mount Aaron, which is in Arabia. That is Shavuot. That is where that 50-day holiday made Shavuot to the receiving of the commandments on the mount. On the mount. Then as we went into the land, we had the law, the statute, and the commandments of Yah with us. It says, again unto the land which thou gavest to them and to their forefathers. What he gave the land for? He gave them the land so that they could serve him without being attacked and without having to fight off animals and fight off people. So he brought them into a land to be a government, to be his government, and to be his mouthpiece, and to be his army. Because the children of Israel, yes, they were everything. They were lawyers, they were doctors, they were militants, they were military, they were everything. They were barbers, they were bankers, they had everything going on. Everything. They had a bartering system going on. Everything that we have today, they had back then. Listen, when the heaven is shut up and there is no rain because they have sinned against thee. This is where Yahweh said, well, yesterday when Yahweh said, look, I will give you the former and the latter rain. When they sinned against Yahweh shut up the heavens. If you shut the heavens, then your barley ain't gonna grow right. Your wheat ain't gonna grow right. Everything gonna get out of whack. Listen to what he said. Have sinned against thee, yet if they pray toward this place and confess thy name and turn from their sin when thou doest afflict them. Listen to what he says. Once you begin to get afflicted, when the heaven is shut up, that's affliction. It says, and there is no rain. What does rain do? What does rain do? Yes, rain waters. Rain is life. When you feel like ain't no life in you. When you feel like there's nothing sustaining life in you because you have sinned against Yah. He said, look, turn to the east and pray and confess my name, Yah, and turn from their sin when thou doest afflict them. Y'all, somebody that's calling on your name, they need some power to turn from their sin. Because they have been taught to call on the name before. They have mentioned the name before and walked outside that door, and the same sin that they had on them when they went in there is the same sin that they got on them when they leave out of the other day. So Yahweh, I pray that there be power attached to your name when they turn and they face the east. I pray that they have an encounter, not an experience, but I pray that they have an encounter. And the only way you can turn from your sin is if you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. You ain't turning from being sick and tired or being sick and tired. What you is right now, you just a little weary. You ain't tired. You ain't tired. You still saying, I ain't tired yet. You got to get tired. See, the other reason why Yahweh releases Goliaths in your life. Listen to what I'm saying. The other reason Yahweh releases Goliaths in your life, things that are bigger than you, is to beat you down, to get you tired. To get you tired. To get some of that zeal out you, because your zeal is for the wrong thing. You understand? Your zeal ain't for righteousness. You know what I'm saying? Your zeal is because of your pride and your ego. You don't want to let people see this and let people see that there, so you got to continue to be something that's not beneficial to you or your family. So when y'all release that giant in your life, get what that giant is supposed to do. Weigh you down. That giant weigh you down. And then when you get weak, you scream out, Yahweh! Whatever you need, whatever you want, strengthen me, Yahweh. Strengthen me that I may fulfill it. Strengthen me because I don't have the strength of it. See your strength. See your power. The strength in me. Am I not worthy of Yahweh? Am I not worthy of Yahweh to be a vessel unto honor? What makes me different, Abba Yahweh, than the one that has a PhD, the one that has a doctorate, the one that has a bachelor? What makes me different, Abba Yahweh? I tell the truth to y'all. Listen, verse 27. Then hear thou from the Shalim, forgive their sins, thy servants, and the people of Israel, when thou hast taught them the good way. If it's a good way, it's a bad way. If it's a good way, it's a bad way. If it's a good way and a bad way, then it's also a misleading way. Listen. Then hear from the Shamayim and forgive the sin of thy people, of thy servants, and of the people Israel when. Let's see that word?
Yeah.
They go another conjunction. When. Something needs to be fulfilled. When thou hast taught them the way wherein they should walk, and send rain upon thy land which thou hast given unto thy people for an inheritance. If there be dearth in the land, if there be pestilence, if there be blast or mildew, locusts or caterpillars, if there any receive them in the cities of their land, whatsoever sore or whatsoever sickness there be, then what prayer or what supplication soever shall be made of any man, or of all thy people, he say any man, no matter if the king to a peasant, all thy people Israel, when everyone shall know his own soul or his own grief. Everybody should know their own sin. Everybody should know their own iniquity. And shall spread forth his hand in this house. Then hear thou from the Shamayim thy dwelling place, and forgive. And render unto every man according unto all his way. You know, one time before somebody told me back in the day that ain't no forgiveness in the Old Testament. So that a preacher told me that when I was young. Ain't no forgiveness in the Old Testament. You better stay out of there. Ain't no grace over there. Ain't no grace.
Wow.
Ain't no forgiveness. Listen to the book. It said, whose heart thou knowest. For only you know the heart of men, y'all. That they may fear thee to walk in thy ways, so long as they live in the land which thou gavest unto our forefathers. So long as they live in the land they gave unto our forefathers. Live in the land of what? The land of the law. And since the earth is Yahweh, and the fullness thereof, all this is land. All this is. Don't no part of none of this earth belong to man. That's the other thing. That's the other thing the boys forget about. They act like Germany belongs to Germany. No, it don't. Yahweh showed us in the beginning that no land belongs to no man, because anybody can come and conquer it and rename it something else. Because Israel used to be Canaan. So whenever you conquer something, you rename it. It belongs to man. It belongs to him. That's the other part. When they see this word land in him, they trying to go back to a specific location, not understanding that Yahweh owns all of it. My father, the king, he owns it all. He owns it all, lock, stock, and barrel. And I told you, in their mind, they think they have an Eastern mind, but their mind is Western, because they trying to give America to the white man. America don't belong to no white man. Africa don't belong to Africans. The earth is Yah and the fullness thereof. The Shamayim is of Yah, and the earth he hath given it unto men. That's why I don't understand, with all that passion, with all the knowledge and all these studies, they're not growing in faith, just knowledge, because faith requires Ruach HaKodesh. Some people only want the Holy Ghost. Holy Ghost! I don't deal with no Holy Ghost. I don't deal with no ghost. Ruach HaKodesh, spirit. Spirit. Listen to the book. Man created ghosts. Yahweh created spirit. That's the difference. That's the big difference. Do whatever you want to do with it. You look the words up. Listen to the book. It says, then hear thou, verse 30, then hear from the Shamayim thy dwelling place, and give and render unto every man according unto all his ways, whose heart thou knowest. Only Yahweh know him. Only Yahweh know. Listen to the book. 31, that they may hear and fear thee, and walk in the ways of the land that I gave to their ancestors. Yahweh say, look, every place y'all put y'all foot, I give to you.
Yes.
From the Euphrates, he said, look, from this sea, I give y'all the land. Listen, verse 32. Done with that. If they want to do that, that's good. Moreover, concerning the stranger, which is not of thy people Israel, but is come from a far country for thy great name's sake, and thy mighty hand, and thy stretched out arm, if they come and pray in this house, then hear thou from the heavens, even from thy dwelling place, and do according to all that the stranger calleth to thee for, that all people of the earth may know thy name, and fear thee, as do of thy people Israel, and may know that this house which I have built is called by thy name. If thy people go out to war against thy enemies, I want y'all to really get this. If thy people go out against their enemies by the way that thou shalt send them, and they pray unto thee toward this city, which thou hast chosen, and the house which I have built for thy name. Now look, they're out to war, and they pray. I want y'all to catch this. Then hear thou from the heavens their prayer and their supplication, and maintain their call. Okay, so where they praying from? They praying from afar. Okay, and if they praying from afar, they praying from another house. They praying from another house. They praying from another sanctuary that's built up. Listen to the book. When the children of Israel left out of Egypt, they had 2 tabernacles. They had 2. One of them was for y'all. To set up that house. To set up that unmovable, but yet it's still movable kingdom of Yahweh. It's an unmovable kingdom, but Yahweh showed you that his kingdom would move. That his tabernacle had the ability to uproot and be moved because he Yahweh all by himself. Listen to the book.
I hear you, bro. I hear you.
Then hear thou from the heavens their prayer and their supplication, maintain their cause. If they sin against thee, let me show. Let's see if I show the house which I have built for thy name. All right, verse 36. If they sin against thee, for there is no man which sinneth not, and thou be angry with them, and deliver them over before their enemies, and they carry them away captives unto a land far off or near. This is where you better get. Yet if they bethink themselves in the land whether they are carried captive, and turn and pray unto thee in the land of their captivity, saying, we have sinned, we have done wrong, and have dealt wickedly. If they return to thee with all their heart. It didn't say return to the land. It said return unto Yahweh with all their heart. All their heart, all their mind. All their mind. Not what's in the chest, your heart, your mind. It's your heart, your mind. If they return to me with the entirety of their mind, where they're not struck, where they're not straddling the fence, they call it straddling the fence. This is what he said. If they return unto me with all their mind and with all their soul in the land of their captivity, whether they have carried them captives and prayed toward their land, which thou gavest unto their fathers, and toward the city which thou hast chosen, and toward the house which I have built for thy name, then hear thou from the heavens, even from thy dwelling place, their prayer and their supplication, and maintain their cause, and forgive thy people which have sinned against thee. Now, my Abba, let I beseech thee, your eyes be open, and let your ears be attentive unto the prayer. Watch this here. That is made in this place. Now therefore arise, O Yahweh, O Yahweh, into thy resting place, thou in the ark of thy strength. Let thy priests, O Yahweh, be clothed with salvation, and let thy saints rejoice in goodness. O Yahweh, Abba Yah, turn not away thy face of thy anointing, of your anointing. Remember the mercies of thy weed, thy servant. Chapter 7. Now, slow-mo, all I just read was a prayer. That was a prayer. But anytime you pray, I tell you this all the time, you need confirmation. All that stuff that Slow-Mo said, that's a man saying that. That's not Yah saying that. That's not thus saith Yah right now. That's not thus saith Yah. But Yahweh gonna put his stamp on it and ain't gonna let none of the words that his servant profess out his mouth fall to the ground. Watch this. This is the confirmation that what Slow-Mo gave Yah was accepted by Yah. Now when Solomon had made an end of praying, the fire came down from the Shamayim. That's Yahweh saying, I acknowledge your prayer. And it is so. And it is so. From the Shamayim to the Eretz. It shall be done on earth as it is in the Shamayim. Whatever is loose shall be bound. Whatever is bound shall be loose. After he made an end of prayer, the fire came down from the heavens and consumed the burnt offering. It was an offering there. Yahweh sucked it up because Yahweh said, I like this. I like this, Slow-Mo. You're a man after my mind. You're a man after my mind. You're a man after my mind. You sound like your daddy, boy. You're a man after my mind. Check out what he said. He says, and the sacrifices and the glory of Yah fill the house. Letting you know that Yah sent his spirit in them. So that's what the church is saying that they are experiencing. They are saying that they are experiencing when they pray and their prayer is accepted by Yah, that Yah will come and fill the house. Amen. That ain't church. That ain't Christianity. That's right. That's Hebraic. That Yah will come and fill the house. And the Shekinah, glory will fall upon the Spirit of Yah, fall upon the children, men and women. A lot of Hebrews don't believe in it. They ain't no faith. They not going to faith, they just going to knowledge. They got men patting them on the back telling them, oh, you such a high priest, and you such a this, and you such a this, you such a that. They not look at the ones who've been doing this since the 50s, and they still ain't dealing nothing with it. They've been dealing with this thing since the 50s, and they still ain't come together on nothing. But want somebody to follow them. For what? Y'all done had this thing for years. And all y'all can do is make camps out of it. And misuse the sisters. And abuse the sisters. That's all. Amen. So like I say, they ain't got to like me. You don't have to like me. Because I'm going to speak this word. I'm going to speak this your truth. You know, all that knowledge, all that head knowledge y'all got, you mean to tell me y'all ain't unified up there? Y'all ain't 10,000 strong. Y'all ain't got no mega. Y'all ain't got no mega Hebraic temple. Y'all still broke all up and look at the pieces. Then y'all want to get jealous at the church because the church mega and the church big. Y'all want to get jealous at them where they put their money together. Yeah. Oh, they out there on Sunday. Y'all got a whole bunch of stuff twisted. Whether start a GoFundMe account or donate to this or donate to that. Y'all wouldn't have to donate to anything as long as y'all been doing and talking that talk y'all been talking. But you ain't did nothing. Listen to the book. Listen to the book. And the glory of Yah filled the house. And the priest could not enter into the house of Yah because the glory of Yah had filled Yah's house. And when all the children of Israel saw how the fire came down and the glory of Yah upon the house, they bowed themselves with their faces to the ground upon the pavement and worship and praise Yah, saying, for he is good, for his mercy endures forever. Oh, we got to understand what Yah is doing, and the priest could not enter because of the spirit. And when we come together, I see many Hebrews come together, they won't praise, they won't worship. I did it for a while, and I was like, this is dead. It's dead. It's dead for me just to get up and come up here in the pulpit and to be, yes, well, Yahweh said and this and that, and we going back to Israel and see Africa is on the tectonic plate. Israel is in Africa and North is, and it's not. All that stuff ain't got nothing to do with soul and salvation. I'm talking to you about the soul and your salvation. Do you want to take a hold of your own soul and your salvation? Because it's going to be for you. Can't no man die for your sin. Straight up. Straight like that. Can't no man die for your sin. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was Yah, and the Word was with Yah. And then the Bible says, and the Word became flesh. Because what it could not do in spirit, that's what the Bible says, because what it could not do in spirit because it was weak, they're going to take it. They take this stuff and they walk it all out of it. Yahweh say, look, I'm going to find it not robbery to make myself equal with man. That my word will be announced unto all mankind. That my word, my Torah, will be announced and will be distributed to all mankind. All of mankind. But what we don't want to do is, we don't want to bow down. The Bible said that these people, the Bible said that these people, they worship, it said that they put their faces to the ground upon the pavement and worship and praise Yah. So what's wrong with praise and worship, Hebrews? What's wrong with praise and worship? What's wrong with somebody praising and worshiping and stomping and jumping around, and even when they get to saying that Yahweh is good, and I just stop by to let somebody know today when they start their little run, because they may be feeling something in their spirit, and because we are a spiritual people and we deal with rhythms and we deal with tones and sounds and vibrations, it's more easier for us to begin to just to harmonize the praise and the worship with the word that we are delivering unto the people. As long as you don't get too crazy where the people can't understand what you're saying. But I've heard the people getting hooping. Say that again. And I heard. No, I understand not that. But there's nothing wrong just because you don't do it. Don't mean something wrong with it. Maybe they don't know what worship is.
Preach it, man. Go ahead.
Maybe they don't know what worship is. Maybe they don't know what praise is. Let me read it one more time. You parse this.
Yes.
And they worshiped and praised Yah.
Yes.
So is there any kind of way that you can do that silently?
No.
Quietly?
No.
You're not moved? Oh, I get it.
Yes.
But when you hear an old Marvin Gaye song come on, you get, they playing my song, Hebrews now, they playing my song. You'll move, you'll dance, and your spirit get excited then. When you hear a little bit of Marvin Cease, a little bit of Motel Lover, your spirit then, you can jump and you can dip it, But when it comes to praise and worship, in the house of Yah as a Hebrew, you mean to tell me that I'm acting church, I'm acting like a Christian? But when I set y'all up and I throw a party for y'all and I start playing around, oh boy, I remember I used to skate off of that all. Oh yeah, you used to skate off of that all night, huh?
Wow.
You used to dance all night, huh? But you can't dance for y'all. But you can't lift your voice for y'all. But you can't praise y'all. But you can't worship. See, worship is a little more intimate. Now I get the worship. Worship is a little more intimate. But when you talking about praise, that's an outward expression. Worship is inward. Praise is outward. Worship is inward. Praise is outward. So I ain't trying to step on no toe, but what I do, I give everybody a bit. My wife sometimes she be like, I'm like, no, baby, I'm gonna get in there. I'm gonna let them have that. I'm gonna let them, cause y'all, you know, y'all show me a way around. I'm gonna let them have that. I'm gonna let them have that. And I can see that because when we go this way, it's gonna tear down what they thought they had saying. I'm gonna agree with. I wouldn't agree with her. I agree with people on certain stuff. But at the end of the day, does that have anything to do with a man or woman's soul and salvation? No, it don't. All right. We just want to thank you for lending Yahweh your eyes and your ears to shown. And we thank you. We thank you for tuning in. We thank you for tuning in. And we say unto you, Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem. Rebuke Yahweh. Nothing can overthrow it. Unless it happen first, even be found to fight against y'all. Hey, I like the verse above that one. The verse above that one, which is 5 and 38 in the book of Acts. In the book of Acts, it says they were messing with the apostles. So the man said, one of the brothers said, listen, if this council be a man. Let me read that thing verbatim.
Come on, bro. Come on.
Verbatim. Y'all give me 3 minutes. I want to read it verbatim. I want to read it verbatim. Acts 5 and 30. I want to read it verbatim. Now, you ain't got to open up your Jeremy. I'm going to read it. 5 and 38. And now I say unto you, refrain from these men, withdraw, hold back, and let them alone. For if this counsel, if this message, this work be of men, it shall come to nothing. But if it be of Yah, you cannot and you will not overthrow it, lest happen you be found even to fight against Yah. Be dismissed from each other, but never from the presence of Yah. Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem.